Hi, my name is Christopher Brown, and I'm going to show you how I got paid $250 an hour at a job I was hired on at $15 an hour. I'm also going to show you how you can do the same thing if you and I decide to work together or not. So let's dive into this. Now, if you have a job, you want a job that will pay you the most amount of money for the least amount of work. However, business owners want the most amount of work for the least amount of pay. So what we need to do is we need to find a balance between the two. A business will not pay you more than you can make them. You don't get paid for the hours you work, but for the amount of commercial value you provide your boss. Because I understood this, I was able to do nearly $15,000 in just 1 hour's worth of work at my $15 an hour job. I did in just 1 hour what normally would have taken me 29 weeks to earn. Most people complain that their company is not paying them enough. And at times, we say that they're so rich they can pay me more. Companies can only pay the big bucks for people who bring in money or save them money. My old friend Al Nin gets paid $10 million a year because he saved Procter & Gamble $100 million. He did the same thing for Toyota, Victoria's Secrets, and others. The company I was working for had customers. I then merged another company's customers with ours so we could offer our products and services to this other company. I'll explain the details later, but this is how I did nearly $15,000 in just 1 hour's worth of work. The purpose of a company building a customer base is once somebody has put in the effort to build a large enough following where they can send out a message to that following, they only need a small percentage of that following to respond to the message to reach their income goal. So if you decide to start your own company, it would take a lot of time, effort, resources that many of you don't have to build a following large enough to make a living from. But just think how much easier it would be to find somebody who is already successful, blast out a message to their following endorsing you and what you have to offer. The next time I did this, I made a deal with Al Nin, where we made a deal with his dentist. We then landed a deal with several beauty salons, provided them with marketing material that they distributed to their customer base. That brought in 3,200 new patients in the first 90 days at an average of $2,000 per patient for a total of $6.5 million over the next 12 months. How would you like to get a share of $6.5 million? Now let's say we would have done the same thing for a restaurant. A restaurant can't pay more than they are making, which is why many restaurant workers may have flexible hours, but the pay is not that good. Even with California's new $20 an hour law, many of these franchise owners have closed their doors or laid off many of their employees. Tax records show that the top 5 businesses with the best chances of becoming a millionaire are as follows. So number 1 is real estate and real estate related services. Number 2 is auto dealers, followed by financial services, then performers, artists, writers, and then lastly in the top 5 is professional services, which may include tax agents, also personal trainers, and things of that sort. So by helping these type of companies, you have a better chance of earning a high income. I want to pay you $93.50 on average for your friends, contacts email, and or by collecting emails. That means if you're above average, that means you'll make $300,000 plus a year. If you're really special, I'll walk you through what it takes to make $1,000 to $5,000 a day. And even if you're average, that's $75,000 a year, helping auto dealers, medical offices, real estate agents, and other local companies grow. Now, the reason we're doing this is because the Direct Marketing Association says that an email newsletter subscriber is worth $187 over the lifetime of that subscriber. And for every dollar you spend to acquire a newsletter subscriber, you will make $40 in return. So spend $1, make $40, spend $2, make $80. How many times can you do that? As many times as you possibly can. That's a 4,000% return on that investment. Now, Russell Brunson, who's tracked the results of over 100,000 small businesses, found that an email newsletter subscriber can be worth as much as $500 per month for local companies. So instead of spending that money with Facebook, Google, YouTube trying to get subscribers, we'd rather pay that money to you. Now, I'm guessing for a lot of you, this is not the first time you've tried to make more money. You see, the marketplace is filled with opportunities, promising you that they can help you make more money. However, it is unlikely you will experience the same results for yourself. Because there's so many tricks and gimmicks, it's almost impossible to be successful. However, by working with real businesses who provide a real service to the community, like real estate agents, auto dealers, medical offices, and other companies, you'll have a better odds of success. Now, many of you already have a large enough following on social media to make your first $100,000. Now, people spend years trying to build an income, but by leveraging somebody else's following, you can cut that time down to a matter of days or weeks. This is an extreme example. However, Jeff Walker made no money for 6 years. After 9 years, he made a total of $210,000. However, after leveraging somebody else's following to build his customer base, he did $3.5 million over a 35-hour period. According to Gallup, depending on age, 72% of the U.S. population would like to own their own business. However, being a business owner is not in most people's DNA. Most people are not wired that way. But I want to offer you a different opportunity where you get all the perks of owning your own business with none of the downside. There is what is called as an intrapreneur, where you get to earn an income without a typical job. You get to work your own hours. You get all the freedom. You get to set your income while at the same time getting the support, mentorship of business owners of established companies who already have the infrastructure for you to be successful, like medical offices, real estate agents, restaurants, and other local companies that provide a real service to the community. You, being an overachiever, you don't want to take things at face value because it doesn't matter what helps certain people to become successful, but what will give you the best odds of success. Now, people love the idea of being able to build an income, helping local businesses, making an impact. It's something that you can feel good about. Helping local business expand by using somebody else's following. But going from idea to putting this into action is too much to ask for so many people because you already have so many issues you have to handle. This is why we have a software that will do the work for you. We use a similar software that some of the biggest experts in their field use that we call as an auto sales closing system that will, number 1, generate interest, number 2, capture your leads, number 3, present your products to your prospects, number 4, closing them right there on the spot, and if they don't buy, it follows up with them, closing them at a later point by capitalizing on 9 different categories of income streams. Now, it would be an impossible job for you to understand exactly what we're going to do for you in just these few minutes. So I've provided you with some additional videos below this video to explain how this works and then answer any questions you might have. Then, what I need from you. The government does not want you to work a job you hate. I've also provided you the resources from the government and the forms to send to the government for them to pay you to quit your job so you can do something you enjoy and make a living without a job. So I want to invite you to move on to the next video. One more thing, stay healthy, have a great day, and I'm glad I could help you.